much more superior than the other. But right now, again, questions will be asked. Questions will be asked, right? And we're about to kick things off. And I'm a little bit cagey though, because we know how Sierra 7 loves to play. We know how they love to, dominate. But I don't expect a walk in the park type of scenario. I think it is going to be band for band kind of thing, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. But either way, right, one team is going to show what they are made of, and that is the expectation I have for some of these teams to, show us a little bit more off the rip. But we'll see, right? It's the league phase, so I think not all of the strategies are going to come into play here. But Fatty, eyes on him as he does get dropped away immediately as well. Saint follows suit, and that is going to be the objective, getting absolutely taken over there by HMT. They are capitalizing on that break, and they have everything lined up. A couple of shots over to the top side there. Can't seem to find the opening that they are looking for right now, but HMT, they're starting very, very strongly here. 14 to 15. I mean, the numbers just keep going up because the guys from Sierra 7 just can't find the answers right now, Carl.
Mind you, this is one of their favorite hardpoint maps to play on takeoff, so that's going to be quite something. But yeah, of course, again, the match has already started, but I want to put you on the spot here because it's me against the world. Even Priest is my friend. This guy came to codm, and he's also starting in production, so it's really sad to see, guys. It's always me. I'm always alone. But I want to put you on the spot here, Priest. What are your predictions for the entirety of the series? It's a best of three where you have to play all three maps. Who do you think is going to win all three maps, and what is the scoreline?
I think it's going to be a 2-1 to HMT because they are already winning right now. So I'm going to jump on the winning team straight up because I don't have any joy and I don't care. And the chat probably going to flame me for that one, but you know me, I don't really care that much. I'm not too invested in Sierra 7 like that. At least not yet, but the action is going to kick off. But what is your own prediction? We usually are always talking about production and this and that, and you're always talking about Tempest, but you can see Tempest is putting in work there.
Yeah, if you're gonna put me on the spot, I would like the thing that I predicted on my PK, man. If I talk people will crucify me. So I'm also gonna say, in fact, no, you know what, 3-0. Yes, it's 3-0, guys. It's gonna be playing off for you.
He's a shameless guy, man. He's a shameless guy. You see, Carl's always gonna pretend like he's righteous or something along those lines, but he's not a bad man like Batman here with HMT cooking, then putting them through the sword. My word, Batman, I gotta respect you. You are really him. And again, the angles are so tight, but again, he puts them in through the Saint. Unfortunately, is going to show him a little bit of something. And now the break in that transmission, the guys from the HMT are just capitalizing on all of these mistakes that Sierra 7 are making, Carl.
Yeah, we're probably going to talk about this might be a server thing. That's one of the issues I'm waiting to hear, I'm pretty sure. But again, I do like the new rule of the last season. We were only allowed to play either the South African servers or the Nigerian servers. But now you can play the South African servers, the Nigerian servers, the East African servers. You know what? Even the Garita servers, guys. So you're now playing every single server. And so far, UAHMT 112-11. Series 7 are not even able to get above that 20-point mark. And if you're UAHMT, you had a terrible match day one, and they finally woken up. And I want to see what their comms start like as we go for a listener.
What she said? Yeah, what she said? Go next.
And P1.
Scrap.
200. Comparating. Red. 5 red.
Yo, 3 all. Watch the seaside.
That's 4.
Nice.
Bread, one lunch.
I got window.
P100.
Which window?
The spawning one. There's guy seaside.
Meet them.
Seaside. Bro, machine 2 seaside.
Dead. Pita si.
Okay.
Nice.
Top red one. He's still there.
Spawn red.
One more seaside.
Kafur Mohammed. I'm in Kafur.
Get on top.
Top red dead.
I got window. I pick up seaside.
P1, ganda.
Seaside dead. The spawning white. Watch your white. I'm in Kafur Mohammed.
One top red, one top red. Two top red.
Man, oh my goodness. If I was in CR7, my head would be on Mars right now. My head would be so gone because 187. But let's take a look, or rather take a listen to their listening to just get a little bit of an idea of how their energy is right now.
Even then, I have C-Sat for you guys.
I mean,
I swear, even N is 90, bro. What's
now, the last time someone you are playing is not 130.
120 here. What the fuck?
because
Well,
Korea servers, bro. You guys complain now because they will do listening, so maybe they hear the listening,
Guys,
so they
lost,
complain.
push
If
this thing,
I
chat.
lost, you're about to enter lost, to be honest, just because I don't know what's going on.
Let's push this thing,
I mean,
guys.
it will soon go back to my entry, so I don't know.
Jesus. Nebula,
It's about to go back to
Bro,
my
I
entry.
go since negative, oh, bro. I'm gonna ask, I beg, no,
Yeah,
you say
it
no.
goes down. Yeah, I'll soon be guys. I don't know what to do again. I'm almost tired.
You said I'm cooked, bro. I just stepped on 100%.
Oh my word. I mean, you could hear for yourself, right, the energy levels in the Sierra 7 camp, but nonetheless, the action does not stop for them. Their Twix immediately Swiss cheesing the opposition. They're trying to take in all of that left-hand side angle for himself. Big shot from the Sparrow. And that is what we love to see, but Pain was right there to cause him a little bit more pain. Sierra 7 not backing down out of 5, but 247, 249, and a wrap. HMT take match number 1.
Guys, by the way, man, this is the different timeline. I don't think this is real. This can't be a thing. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. It's always impossible. It's just impossible. I can't believe my eyes right now. Priest, what did you know what? Priest does his first codm cast, and he comes and changes the entire timeline. Priest, why, bro? Why?
This guy, man, this guy's always saying, is if he's not me, it's production. If it's not production, it's his girlfriend. If it's not his girlfriend, it's somebody else. Bro, take responsibility,
Wow.
man. Come on, take responsibility, man. But either way, right? I mean, funny enough, I've always known about Sierra 7, but with how they kicked off this game, I figured that their head was not in it. But nonetheless, 33 for Badman. He's a real Badman. So everybody in Sierra 7 just went minus across the board. Somebody even died 30 times, and his name is ironically Hacks. Gotta pack that one up, my bro. Gotta pack that one up, gang. Sorry, man. Gang, you gotta just pack that one up. You just gotta pack that one up, man. I'm sure the chat has to be flaming him or something, cause Jesus, man. But nonetheless, I have to respect the performance from HMT. It was very professional, Kyle. I think he was very good. 250 to 12 though. If I was in Sierra 7, I won't lie, my head would be on Mars right now. My head would be so gone.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that the last couple of days for them has just been terrible, you know. From the ECL upsets in the World Champs qualifiers for NG, and then now they're here again, 250-12. That makes no sense in any universe. But you could hear on the comms though, they were really talking about servers and them not being on the NG servers. And a lot of the people on the chat right now are talking about no NG servers, no party. Yeah, I expected this comment, but Sierra 7, I don't think, you know, this was a good day for them, a good hard point. But the good thing is, though, they still have 2 more rounds to go. It's not really over until it's over. Right now, though, if you're the side of HMT, you start things off on a perfect note. You're looking absolutely good. All you have to do now is end things on a good note. Mind you, they lost their very... this is my chat again. Oh, my God, guys. They lost their very... first match there, you know, they lost their very first match day there, 3-0 up against ASG. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people saw that coming. I personally didn't expect that to happen. So this is like more of a redemption run for UAHMT. They need this win as badly as possible to keep their, you know, their name and that org in good standings. But in the meantime, though, Sierra 7, yeah, this is a terrible show, my brother. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, going into the rest of the other games, morale is going to be low, but that is what you expect from a solid team, right? The ability to bounce back, right? This is not their first rodeo. Yes, it's the APS. This is a very, very, very tough competition, and you have to bring your A game every single time. But that is exactly what it does. Pressure makes diamonds. And again, if you crumble under the pressure, then do you really deserve to play at this level? Those are the questions you're gonna have to ask yourself. And right now, unfortunately for CR7, they got caught off guard. They didn't start well. But again, that is the expectation, right? We've played Hardpoint. Now we move into SND, right? Somebody is going to have to step up, take the game by the reins. Hopefully it's Hacks, but we'll see who is going to be.
This boy.
Right, we'll take that.
Yeah, we're going to find out which going to be. But I mean, again, if you're Syrix 7, there's 2 more maps to go. I think one thing I would have pointed out is the fact that you can notice in the comments that they were not even trying. Yeah, I mean, now let's run this back to last season. Okay, I'm not trying to be the bad guy here, but let's go back to last season. Last season, the rule set said you had to play either NG servers or you had to play South African servers. Now, there were teams that were non either of these servers. PDX being one of them. PDX, I'm pretty sure a couple of the teams here and there. And then these teams, they still played the games, they still did everything they could. So I think for Syrix 7 right now, it was more like they got to demoralized just because of them not being the map. I don't know what that is, but of course our series MVP, or rather our match MVP for map 1, Uahmt Badman. This guy is a guy 4KD, bro. Chai.
I mean, it's a real bad man, a real bad man. 33 limbs and only 8 deaths. Meanwhile, somebody died 30 times. This guy probably killed that guy 30 times. But he also got 10 assists as well, so you have to respect him. He is one of those front men for HMT. You could tell by the way he was always in those frontline positions, always taking the initiative, always getting the first drops. So that's what we love to see, a player that knows his role and also knows how to execute his role. But the action continues, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the APS, and we've had our first map, but we have 2 more maps for this series. So stay locked and stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. Deja vu, because every time I'm always getting cooked in this map, man. See, in this game, any map that's not Nuketown is a waste of my time, if I'm being honest. It's just a waste of my time. But either way, right, I want to see who's going to manipulate this map to the advantage. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing, because again, this is S&D, so you can't really go out guns blazing like that. You have to be a little bit more tactical with your approach and have a little bit more resolve. But we know this for a fact. And seeing how the last game went down, I think the guys from CR7 are going to have something at the back of their minds going into this game. So I think for that reason, they will play a little bit different from what we're used to. But even the guys from HMT, I think their morale is at an all-time high, and I think that is what they're going to bring into this game. Hopefully they do, and the energy levels will be up, but we'll see for ourselves with this first break.
Yeah, it's such a destroyer. It's a 5v5. It's all down to this one now. If you HMT, you start things off well, but Saint says, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to fight you back. And life goes big and small. Life goes big double. And now it's a 5v1. Who would have thought? Michael, the last man standing, the sniper battle now. But what the hell just happened?
Michael, and I ain't talking Jackson, is moonwalking all the way through here, actually getting these drops one after the other. But can he get another angle here? He is solely heavily outnumbered, and you can already tell the guys from Sierra 7 want to capitalize on that numbers advantage, but they don't want to break the sequence here. They do have the angles to close this down, and he drops another. Michael sliding back through here, Cal.
I'm sorry, far, my God. If you're Michael, though, you've got to find a way to make it work. He's found a double now. Can you get the ace, though? If anybody can, it's Michael. Michael for the 1v5 clutch. I would not be surprised. But again, if you're Syrix 7, all that momentum, all that fast start, and now you're about to get put down. Michael sniper in hand, Locus Electron. Respect the man, respect the name, respect the weapon that's all in hand for him. For Syrix 7, the bomb is in a very bad spot. Michael has to go and pick up that bomb. He does know that. There's a lot of time on the clock here. Live mid-map. A single picks that will do the work. He finds one more player. Not live. No, not live. Oh, God.
Talk about entering into a fighter jet. And life will take his life at the death I mean, that was dangerously close to something nasty, Carl. That was absolutely going to be something diabolical, man. The memes, I just know the memes were cooking. The memes were cooking there, but fortunately for Sierra 7, they see it through. But that would have been absolutely diabolical if that became a 1v5.
It was nearly so close to beating that, but Michael finally getting a kill to open things up. He's going to get put down there as well. Payne finding a double. Hacks able to get, I jinxed it. He got put down first. Payne, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2. Batman yet to get his very first kill, and I would think Chris might have cast him because he has 0 kills.
Again, it's S&D. It's not all about the kills, right? It's not always about the kills. It's all about the tactical awareness, right? It's all about putting yourself in the right place at the right time. But Batman, please put Carl to shame. Don't allow him to troll me when the breaks go on right now. But either way, it is still Bull Sierra 7 right now. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, on the bright side,
this is all Carl's fault.
On the bright side, they finally woke up. They've gotten 2 back-to-back rounds to kickstart things off and catch and destroy. And if you're UHMT now, you've got to respond back ASAP. And there's 3 players on the donut shop, 2 players on Garena, and of course Raging as well there. I'm a little surprised to see how things start for them, but if you're a Syrix 7, this might be NG Servers, I think. So they are back on home turf and they are cooking the boys now. Batman gets put down. Same finds the very first goal there. It's down to a 5v3, 3 final players left to make it work. And the Syrix 7 are balling, bro.
Yeah, 0-7 absolutely balling right now, but CF also tried to do a 1v2 there, but unfortunately he did get swept to the side there. And again, live, the man who performed the final action in match number 1. And again, the bomb gets defeated 3-0. Sierra 7 putting belt to back side of HMT right now. HMT don't have the answers, Kyle. They just don't have the answers.
Yeah, production, this would be a good time for listeners. I want to see how their morals change, because the last time they were known their servers, they were like, we're 120 MS, blah, blah. Now they're on NG servers. I want to hear it. They're like, yes, we're finally got our servers, guys. But yeah, in the meantime, 3-0 on the board. Michael opens things up. We're down to a 4v5, and Syrix 7 trying to fight back. Haxia trying to get the wall bang. Might get it. There's one player, that's Michael. I don't think we're going to pick that man, but Michael has 7 kills, my brother.
We'll take a quick listen in, though. I want to see exactly how they were feeling in that sequence. We'll see for ourselves, though, what they have in their minds. Let's take a quick listen.
They are standing up B side.
Hacksway. One's on.
He's outside blue.
Wait, Ax, is that guy reverse or bang you?
Sent you.
No EMG.
Is this cafe?
I picked him.
Go back. Let's claim out. Come.
No, go there. I'll go to WD. Just go there.
There's somebody here. I want us to double pick him.
He has left.
He ran back.
So we have
I'm
to
needing
go.
bomb.
He's one tap Oh, center. my One tap my left.
Finally. I mean, HMT though find a way to get one back, but you could hear the anxiety, right? You could hear the anxiety in the chat, in the comms right there. So, but again, on the flip side, let's actually listen in on HMT to actually see how that last round finished, because they did get their first point in the match.
I'm walking up now, P1.
I'm going P2. I'm going P2.
I'm landing. Cover me.
I have P2 spawn.
Blue. Nice.
One looking phone. Nice, boys. Nice one.
Like I singing, bro.
Ooh, 3-2 special. Michael has been cooking for HMT right now. 11 eliminations. He has been putting in the work. Hacks as well. But on the flip side, we saw Lada, we listened to how that sequence went down there from HMT. Again, they are starting to find their rhythm, Carl. You can see them gaining a little bit more of a foot and a foothold inside of this game.
Yes, they are, my brother. Yes, they are. 3-2 on the board, though. They finally started, get their flow. And if you were Syrix 7, you can't afford to let that happen. Don't forget, you've lost the very first map. That was a terrible beatdown. You can't afford to let that happen twice now. Just once again, we got it through. It's down to a 3 versus 2. Michael and Raging. Raging, mind you, on the 0 kill mark, I would argue this is a 1v2, but my kill though, Raging is still alive though. Can they find any value? The bomb has not been planted. If you're UAHMT, you've got a lot of time to put that bomb down, but at the same time, you've got to find a way to put it to Syrix 7. Saints and Hacks trying to get theirs value as well, man. I mean, they're playing very slow. They don't want to move. I was slapboarding.
Oh my days, man. Oh my days. But Sierra 7 though, they're playing a little bit slower than I would have liked though. It's 3-on-1, so it could turn out to work anyone's setup right now. But Hax is not trying to move around too much. He does have Michael, the last man again. Somehow Michael manages to always survive. He is absolutely he could be absolutely overwhelmed here, but we've seen him do this time and time again before. He has managed to see this one through. If he can manage this one, he might be able to see it again. Tries to get the drop into the first round. Again, tries to get the first, but unfortunately will not get the second. He does get swept away. And it's going to be a rough one. Oh my goodness. What? I thought it was Raps. Oh my days. I thought that was Raps.
Terrible cut timing there, my bro. I don't think, okay, Hacks did see Miss also, and now they're chasing each other here. But Raging, that would have been a very easy first kill. He might get it now, but he doesn't somehow. And Hacks knows exactly where you are. There's no time on that clock. If you Hacks now, you've got to play time. And of course, the Matt knows that the fuse happening. It's their time. Can he stop it? No, says yes. Radiant finally lands his name on that kill feed.
Okay.
3 and 3 on the board. We're
now.
back on par.
Oh, we've got a game now. We have got a game now. I just know the comms were flaming right there in that final sequence. But absolutely incredible comeback, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we live for. This is APS action. And Badman has now started to find his rhythm, tries to go for the first drop. Unfortunately, does not go his way. Life immediately tries to take the sequence on the right side. He's absolutely overwhelmed, though, but immediately raging. Now we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle, now we have a game.
By the way, that meant they've had 4 back-to-back rounds. Syrix haven't started things off so well. They were more excited here to be in such an destroyed slums, the home of Jared. But now your HMT are fighting back. They've claimed 4 back-to-back rounds, and Syrix haven't had to get a response. Mikey opens things up. First block drawn once again. Saints is going to get put down first. Life tries to go through that mid-map. Might find value. He does find value. Stops the plot from happening. But the trade finds him. Badman goes big. Twix goes big. Raging goes big. It's all down to Hacks now in a 1v3 in a very bad spot on that mid fountain, and he's got to somehow Jinxton. GG's 3-5, bro.
Michael Jackson, I was not familiar with your game because what he hit him with that for real, and he dropped him off. Unfortunate scenario though, but Sierra 7, I mean, this one might just be a little bit too much for them because they might not just have the answers. They might be just absolutely unfortunate there, but pain will show self just a little bit more. It takes a little bit more to drop me off there. Michael probably have to try a little bit harder here to bounce the bullets over to those corners again. The angles, though, not too favorable, but we've seen him do this time and time again, Cal. He could turn this game around for the 6th time.
Possibly, yes. With Twitch now finding the value there. Vital kill, once again, 3v4 numbers are not looking for Syrix 7. They do know that, by the way. Pain, takes out Twigs, Vital kill. But right now, again, I mean, you've lost 5 back-to-back rounds. The emphasis on you have to find the way back. How you take not getting that sniper, I don't know, but it ultimately doesn't really mean much for them because Spain is all alone now in a 1v3. It's down to this. The bomb is going to wait. What? The bomb is going to get. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. GG's, man. Six back-to-back rounds. Yep.
Come on.
Question is, what's going on with the NG teams today? What's happening? What is happening, Syrix 7?
Man, unfortunate.
Chris,
man.
I think you're Nigerian, right? You're Nigerian, have you?
I'm African, bro. I'm an
We're
African
in Africa.
man, bro.
We're
I'm
in
an
Africa,
African
bro.
man. I'm an African man, bro. Well, that's what I'm going to say about this. I'm an African man. But life is giving me life right now. He drops another. And again, Michael starting to put that work in. He has been absolutely phenomenal for HMT. He has been the best player by far. And you have to respect the resilience from this team because lest we forget, these guys started with a comeback, right? And their morale has to be all-time high right now, Kyle. And this is exactly what we love about the APS. You cannot write any team off.
think I know that. I don't write SF off. Anyways, though, 3 and 6 on the board so far. They've lost 6 back-to-back rounds. Make it make sense. They went in guns blazing. They started things off so well, and then they just started to fall apart. But of course, as soon as I start to beef them, they start to get back life. 4 and 6. So they finally put an end to the rampage from Uahmt. 6 and 4, 4 and 6. Unfortunately, not 6-7. But yeah, we go, man. On the 11 low 10.
Yeah, man. No 6-7 jokes here. This is 2026. Come on, man. No, we can do better. But either way, HMT decided to falter a little bit here, though. You can see again they tried to hold the lines over to the other side. Again, it's been a very, very difficult scenario for them, but they have managed to keep it together. 6-4 the score, 3 points away from bagging this game. They might be able to see this one through, but they can't allow this performance that they've had so far to get away from them. They are looking good, but all they have to do now is stick to the script. Shots flying through over to the right, but unfortunately, again, there is still no chance for them if they don't start to take initiative.
5v5 here. Numbers are tied up, so could be anybody's game for sure. But in the meantime, Syrix 7, a little bit more momentum. They finally flipped out of things. Hacks for the wall bank. They had to put out Steve. Vital first blow drawn, and Syrix 7 are going to have the numbers advantage. I don't think I jinxed it. No, I did not. 5v3 now. Make that a 5v2. 2 more players, Michael and Batman now on their side. Batman goes big there with only 1 value, but only good for 1. Michael now all alone in a 1v4, and he didn't even let me finish my sentence there. 5 and 6 on the board. Who knows? He might get 6-7, guys. Who knows?
Please let us not get 6-7. I don't want to get 6-7 here, Chad. Please don't do this. Don't give Carl what he wants. Do not give Carl what he wants. Michael, do something about this, man. You gotta moonwalk your way into that 7th. And again, we are trying to see if the guys from HMT have allow this one to slip away from their fingertips, because it's going to be a very, very hard rotation for them to make around these corners. Trying to get the angles and banging them right through the walls there. It's going to be very, very difficult for them, though, because you can feel the momentum slipping away from HMT, Carl, because of these back-to-back L's they've just taken.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to slow things down now. But Mikey on the 14 kill mark. Faddy, the question has to be asked, though. It's very good, solid sniper on a good day, but so far he's been quiet. Very, very quiet. The Arsenal fans in the UEFA Champions League. Sorry for Faddy. Faddy, okay, you know what? Whenever I call out a person, they start playing what? You know what? Faddy. In the meantime, though, Steve came together. Doesn't get back. He has to back it down, though. But again, it's a 5v3, and Uahmt have no numbers to work with.
Oh, well, that was going to be a nasty trade-off there if it didn't work the way you were expecting. But Steve is immediately going to send Live back into the lobby. Had no idea that he had that angle on him, though. He was absolutely surprised when that one got traded off. But Michael is still very much alive here, still very much a threat to any of these players. They are trying their absolute best to get the one up on the other one. Michael, again, gets hacks. He's exposed and gets dropped off in the other side. Again, trying to take the one onto the other. But Steve gets caught out by Saint, I believe, exposed there in the corners. And he does get the first drop, goes for the second as well, and that's a double for the bad man, the baddest man in here. 7 for the guys from HMT.
You know what that means, guys? Yeah, that's 7 if they win this round. But yeah, guys, so far, so good. 5 and 7 on the board. And now all emphasis are going to be on Syrix 7 to get that around to bring back the culture of that meme. Yeah, we got 5v5. Batman might overextend there. He's got the 8-kill mark looked in, an SMG in hand. Potentially has to go and make a move, but it's not going to do that. Fighting on the 3-kill mark, sniper in hand. Might just go a big. Wait. Was Batman lagging? Yes, he was. Damn. What's that?
Fadi's on toast right there. And he bangs 2 for the second time in a row. He tries to trade it off again. But that's a beautiful, beautiful sequence of shots coming through there. Twix immediately trying to take the sequence off. He escaped by the skin of his teeth. Steve is still in the corner, though. He's not giving away his position just yet. But the bullets are about to start flying all the way through. Saint trying to make a dash for it and escape the sequence. We saw that one. Ranging gets caught out. He's dropped off. Twix follows suit as well. HMT in trouble. They can't seem to find a way through. Steve, surely you can do this. Do not allow for the 6-7 to come through immediately, but unfortunately
on! Let's go, chat! I mean, if Chris is here, Carlos here on the mic, it is definitely going to be a 6-7, guys. There's no doubt there. Whenever Chris is casting, Warden is in the background, Jared is doing production as well. Nah, bro, we are getting that 6-7. But in the meantime, though, 6 and 7, Brisky. We're on the way to round 14. And if you're a Syrix 7, you're keeping things as close as they possibly can get. But in the meantime, look at that push comes through. All 5 players receive. He might be able to go big. Fight a double. Oh, somehow. How?
Huh? My word. You don't see that every day. But I had no idea why he hit the reload there. That was a nasty play. That was a very nasty position to pull a reload out of. An unfortunate scenes there for HMT because that might have been the decision that puts the nail in the coffin for them.
God, this is so unhinged. I've got no idea what I just watched or why that happened. The question has to be asked though. Pain puts up Raging, and now it's all down to a 3 versus 3. Numbers are tied up once again. It's still anybody's game on this round. The Saints brings one more player down. The response comes through. Hacks gets put down there. So Michael finds one. Twins find the last blow, and that's a free defuse for them. UHMT are going to follow things one more round, and it's 6 and 8 on the board.
Yes,
the main
sir.
culture dies as we go to potentially what might be our final round.
Ooh, well. HMT putting it down and putting it to the ground. Steve has been the one carrying the game for the most part of this second draft, though. 14 eliminations so far. Still 2 behind Michael, though, but either way, he has been starting to show himself for the most part. Raging out, looking for an angle over to that right-hand side. Payne and Fadi playing in behind just to cover those spaces, and you can see Raging just trying to bait off a little bit more just to fool the action. But unfortunately, right now, all the ball is in HMT's court, and I think Kyle, that's they figured this one out.
Probably, I think they might. But when Saint on the 14 kill mark, Michael on 16, Payne also on 14. That's 3 players alongside Syrix on 14. So Batman, oh my God, loses that gunfight somehow. The boys simply going to go big. They find a double fight there, make that a triple value. Michael now the last one to make it work with their side with the nightmare words. You're the last one. Complete the mission. They're going for a wall bang through that bomb. I don't think the answer might be yes. It's all down to him. He knows. Oh, he doesn't know. 7-8 on the board, and we're forced to one more round. Maybe even more.
My word. You would think that they would understand the stakes have being so close to the target, right, for HMT. But unfortunately, again, the pressure in the APS is not of this world. You can feel it through your screens, how high the pressure levels are. And HMT, it looks like this one might just be a little bit too much for them if they don't manage to get this W. But we're going to see again, if they do manage to hold this on, grenades flying over the top side again. And Raging tries to get that opener, but he can't seem to find his way through. Shots now flying through over to the right side again. Gets the first drop. Raging might be going for the second, but unfortunately, Life will take his life for the second time in sequence. No dice for him. Steve, we've seen him do this again and again. Tries to go for the 1v1, but he loses out. It is tied.
Okay, and yeah, if you're a Syrix 7 fan, this is exactly what you want to be happening. This could be the comeback for their side to claim this map and make it theirs. But you're HMT though, can they still fight back? It's 8 and 8 on the board. It's all down to this one. Round 17 loads in, and we can only have one winner on Slums. Jared would be proud. Who's it going to be?
It's a real question of who it's going to be right now. You can see Michael just trying to shoot right through the cracks there, trying to get an angle into those sequences. Again, Batman has been a little bit of the front man so far, but unfortunately for them, they've not had a lot of time to recuperate because the guys from Sierra 7 have just not allowed them to breathe, not even a sigh of relief. And unfortunately for HMT, they probably have to try something unorthodox to get this win, because right now I think the pendulum is swinging on the side of Sierra 7. Pressure now starts to mount through for Batman. Can he get an angle? Can he be the one to turn this game around? More pressure now coming through again. They're trying to get the angles inside. Steve is looking for it. 9 eliminations for Batman. Can he get the 10th, or can he make something happen right now for HMT? This is a big defining moment for Sierra 7, if they can make something happen. Fadi actually gets the drop on Raging, and now he might be rage quitting. Payne tries to trade one off, immediately goes down, and now Badman trying to get the angle over to the right side, but no space for them. There is no way they can wrap this one through. They can't. They just can't find the spaces behind the lines. Life is looking through over to the left side. Badman's looking for it, but he can't find it. More sprays over to the left side, but again, Fadi has the sprays ready for him. He peeks out. Hax is going to drop Michael as well. Trouble in paradise, but Fadi goes down. Might go for the second. That's two for Badman, but unfortunately, he might not be bad enough to stop Sierra 7.
That was so close. That was nearly it. The flashbang, proper timing from the Syrix 7 boys there to tie things up on the map series, and we are 3-1 and 1 apiece. Oh my god, that was a game. That was an actual game of Syrix 7. Somehow they pulled off the comeback.
This is mentality. It's a mentality win. This is a mentality win for Sierra 7. Absolutely incredible for them. I mean, they started strongly, right? They started strongly. So them winning, I don't know why they allowed it to go this way, but this was a much better performance from Sierra 7, seeing where we're coming from, right? And like I said, pressure makes diamonds. Every single time. Top players will always show themselves, and that's what we love to see.
So definitely will. And Nigerians can't be proud once again. I think Priest now is now a Nigerian, bro. Yeah, he might have been African before.
I've always been Nigerian, though. Like, I don't get what you're saying, bro. Like, I literally said that.
You're African.
Production literally heard me when I said that, bro. Like, they heard me when I said that. I'm literally Nigerian, bro. I said that. You asked if I was African. I say, yeah, I'm African and I'm Nigerian, bro. Maybe you didn't hear that. Maybe, you know, the mics were a little loud, but pretty Nigerian over here.
Hey, no one does it. Arsenal fans, bro. No surprise there. Arsenal fans, bro. Yeah, Brisky, that's it. We are back on par for this particular series. Yeah, it's our second series out of 4 for the evening, and we are getting our money's worth. Sierra 7 are fighting back, and they're leaving no stones unturned as we now go to a standoff control for a literal tiebreaker. Don't forget, only one team can win this entire series. And if you're Uahmt, you started things off pretty well. 250-12, that is a scoreline that no Sierra 7 fan, no Nigerian, no African is ever going to forget. I'm pretty sure there's EU people watching this stream as well. So no EU person, no Garina person, no T-Mobile fan is going to forget that scoreline in a hurry. But in the meantime, though, they've lost the SND map. It was close, but we're making our way to a final map. And if you remember me correctly, so you talk 3-0, ba? For somebody.
I said 2-1.
For who?
For one of them. That's what I said.
Like, politics is crazy, bro. In codm too. Guy. Nah, bro. Nah.
But either way, right? I mean, these are the type of games we love. It swings one way, then it swings the other way, and then it's a back-to-back. That's what we love to see. At some point, Sierra 7 started this game really strongly. I mean, it was like 3-0, and then 3-3, and then 6-3. I think at some point, game swung this
and
way.
6-7,
then,
yes.
You know, so the game swung that way, and then at some point, Sierra 7 found their rhythm, and I would say it was more HMT falling off the wagon than Sierra 7 actually latching on and locking in, because 6 straight wins only to capitulate. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But you know, this is going to be the tiebreaker. This is where the pressure is going to be highest. So let us see who has what it takes to close this down and wrap this up.
Yeah, we're going to find out soon. We're about to find out, guys. So wherever you're watching this from, there's so many streams happening, YouTube, TikToks, watch parties as well. Big shout out to Die Hard. I haven't seen Steven live. I have no idea. But big shout out to Die Hard and Watch Party Harris. Big shout out to the production team as well. Big shout out to our sponsors, ASG. I don't like that team, but anyways, big shout out to them. Big shout out to us as well, the casters. We are keeping it down. Guy, by the way, I want to... Wait, what happened? Anyways, though, Priest, have you noticed that house has been burning for 10,000 years? That house that had fire. They know they off him.
I always wondered that, though. I always wondered, like, what is the backstory of that yard? Like, why is it on fire all the time? And why does the fire not like burn the? It would be cool if like the fire would burn the debris all the way down. So when you're playing, then it could hurt you as a player. That kind of thing. That would be pretty cool.
This, you know what? We're gonna give you a developer account so you can go do that. Okay? No, can't clap for yourself, bro. But yeah, man, yeah, Muski. We're about to kick start things off. If you're just joining the stream, this is CR7, the number 2 team in Nigeria, according to the current World Champ standings, up against the number 1 team in East Africa, our one and only, up against the Monarch CF Esports. Very long name. I don't know why, but very, very long name. In the meantime, though, they are currently playing a best of 3 and they are tied up on a 1-1. We are heading to our final map to decide who takes the series point home and who gets to walk away with 2 points as opposed to the opponent's 1 point. Don't forget, in the league phase, every map, every point counts. So they both need this map desperately, Brusky.
Absolutely. They absolutely need it. I mean, like I said, the pressure is on right here. This is where it really, really counts. They have to stay within the confines, though, and not allow the game to get away from them, owing to the fact that this is going to be the last game for either of these teams tonight. So they have to make it count. And it's not a scenario like in the first series where we had one team that had won the entire series after match number 2. Now this map has everything to play for. The stakes are at their highest, so you can't let this one slip away. But we will see, right? We will see. The energy will show us exactly what to expect. The game is about to kick off. It is standoff. It is control. It is the African Pro Series, and we are locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
We are locked in. I definitely am locked in. I don't know about Jared and what did in the back scenes. I'm pretty sure they're not locked in. They are locked out. But yeah, we're about to kickstart things off. Once again, drop your predictions on the chat as well. If you're watching this right now on the YouTube or the TikTok, drop your predictions on the chat. Is it going to be a 3-0? And who's going to be getting that 3-0? You know what? I'm going to also ask you, Mr. Priest, the Arsenal fan, what do you think the scoreline is going to look like? Do we think it's going to be a 3-0, a 3-1, a 3-2, and who's going to win control?
I think off the back of the last game, I think Sierra 7 are in the driver's seat now. I think they are a team that thrives on control, right? And this is that opportunity for them to show it. Badman immediately on the front foot, trying to get a little bit more of a dominant start. Hacks goes down immediately as well. Michael still hitting them with that backslider, and he drops another one. 2 for sequences now for Badman. Immediately he is on the front foot. HMT are not going to take this one lying down.
No, they won't. No, they won't. 20 and 26 on the board, though. He started off the last locked in. Batman goes in, shotgun there. He's Walker, not the kill though. He does find it, but a back shot finds him as well. Sniper there from Michael on the 2-kill mark. Fadi finding a double as well there for the redemption arc. There's so many comments about Fadi's bad performance so far on the hardpoint and on the S&D. So he has to block in for control. And while he's blocking in, Hacks and Pain have donut shops. And I'm starving right now. I want to get donuts, my bro.
Well, speaking about donuts, are they going to be glazed or are they going to be jam filled? Well, we might as well fill them with bullets, because it's 16-14 on the count there, and again the montage starts to drop even further for HMT. They're managing, but they are hanging on by a thread. Bodies flying all over the place. Again, Twix has been caught in sequence there. He's exposed, but somehow manages to sway his hips from side to side, and he does get the drop onto that position. Capitalizing on this one is Steve. He's holding up the high ground position, capitalizing on that open space, being left behind there by Sierra 7. Raging drops 2-for-1 special. Goes for the third, tries to drop again, but he turns his back to the opposition. Raging has no idea, but he tries to trade off. That angle gets caught out, immediately gets dropped, and Michael will continue to beam these shots with that sniper from a long distance.
Unfortunately, they don't do nothing for there. 5v1, Steve now, the last man standing here, goes in, guns blazing, but yeah, nothing's going to happen. Sirius 7 are going to claim the very first round. The Nigerians can hold their head up high, but ultimately, though, it's just 1 round out of possibly 3 or possibly even all the way to 5. 30v30 now, as round 2 looks in, and production wants to do it listening, but I don't care, Chris. Let's get going, bro.
There's Bakali. 2 dead. On my A.
2 dead.
Nice.
Bakali, receive. Where are you?
Low, bro. Two, Bakali. I'm lagging. Okay.
Daday.
Push up.
Bro,
One mid.
one mid, B-bomb.
Three, bro.
One mid, boys. One mid. Kill mid. Mid tank. Nice.
He did.
Bakali bad.
Guys, I'm feeling Bakali.
Yellow low. Nice, dude.
You want more?
One top. Haystack.
Bakali
I'm
dead,
doing mid.
Bakali
I'm
dead.
doing mid.
It's going granny. Low,
I'm
slow.
doing mid. Might be pushing broken now.
Granted.
Guys, pick up Bakali. I will use Sparrow.
Dead, bro.
Oh, beep.
Dead.
Dead.
Bro, Bakali broken.
Broken dead.
Nice.
One top blue.
Watch out,
One
A-bomb.
top blue.
Pressure all the way through. You heard it all the way there. And now we've seen exactly what is in the mindset of HMT, and they're not backing down from this one. And we've seen how they've managed to keep playing as a unit, but Sierra 7 have other plans for them. Raging is pressing forward, though. He can't seem to find the space. He gets dropped just as he tries to make an entrance into that little control zone. Again, gets forced out. It has been a very difficult game for Sierra 7 up until this point, though. Cal, it's been very, very rough for them.
It's been no doubt 9v13 though. Twix fighting back. Oh my god, the FSS. Damn, that's a nasty triple there. And he's going to put 3 players down. 6v13 now. Syrix 7 are going to be fast to get to that land of the... How now? How, bro? How? I don't know what that sniper was, but my kill clean work. Confounds one more kill. Picks up the SMG there. It's down to a 2 versus 10. And I think it's safe to go and say we're tied up and we're making our way to around 3.
Yes, sir. Looks like that is going to be the case. And we saw how that one tied as it hips there. We saw that swap through, but let's take a quick listen to get inside the minds of Sierra 7.
Yeah, if I get the kill on this Bakali, I'll push up.
They also have their ops, so be careful.
They also have their also be careful. Mind.
A-bomb side.
Shotgun me.
Snap at top blue.
Ani Bakali.
Wait out the off.
Top blue.
One shot, Axe, nice one.
Annie's middle.
They will say Ani.
the sniper.
Okay.
Annie's not dead. One tank. Annie's tank. He's trying to come B.
Two
on B now.
Two on B.
There's one Bakali again.
Yeah, there's one back. Shotgun is in granny. There's one under E. Like, there's somebody under E. Like,
He's dead.
I got the guy.
Sierra 7 on the bounce. And we heard it there, how they were thinking about closing out this game. It has been a very, very swingy game, though, going from side to side. Raging exposed himself a little bit too long there. Saint catches him off guard, drops another Annihilator, bangs on. Ooh. That's 2 bodies getting caught, and he might go for the 3rd grenade into the sequence there, almost dropping him, snapping him out of that delirium, but he gets caught again. Another flash into the corner, launches that one over to the top side, but no dice. Steve is right there to cut him to size, and they will lose another one. And it has been a very, very rough drop, but Hacks will cut that one down all the way through, and Sierra 7, it looks like they might just be taking this one away.
They just marked 16 and 14. Life's a close though. It gets to be anybody's game here, but ultimately, if it was Syrix 7, you do have the advantage. You might as well lock it in. Raging goes big, good for 1 value. Michael finds 1. Back and forth, are going to come to now. Tomorrow investment able to find the first goal there. Has to split down. Equalizer. It's over Batman now for a spawn trap. Finds a double, might get 3. Oh, it's got the 3 but life there. Nasty backstab, puts it down. 10v10. We are tied up once again. 9v9. There's no more time on that clock. Oh, I missed all the fighting. You'll hear GMT have forgotten that they need to get flag captures. It's down to the last 2 seconds, and Syrix 7 can win this off of time. They don't even need to get those kills, but you hear GMT are now. They know they have to capture. They go a full stack A flag. They want to extend that timer, and I swear to God, they actually can. 5v6, and A flag is absolutely theirs.
Oh, it's theirs for the taking. All they have to do is see this one through. Steve again trying to favor over the right side, but again he is absolutely overwhelmed as the clock has been extended. 50 seconds for the dice now. They're pressing forward, but Sierra 7 moving as a unit. They're not trying to give any spaces in behind it. They're trying to take the 1v1. Twix will turn him into Swiss cheese, drops him again for the 2nd time. They have been exposed to play off onto the right side again. Another one getting dropped off by Steve. He's sieving them through, and the Death Machine roars, but no dice for Hacks, and that will be another one going to the way of HMT.
Another one. 30v30, guys. And your HMT, my God, they are 1 round away from closing up the series in their favor, and that's exactly what they need to do. They know that the emphasis is on them to win this entire thing. They had a bad match they won. This is their redemption arc. Syrix 7, however, this has not been the best start to the game, but S&D, they claimed that map and they started to control what else. Well, they got the very first round. Now, oh my God, a full spawn Travis Massacre, Tempest, War Mission, the gunfights have been won. 23 versus 27. Syrix 7, can they break out? Now a bread gets called out. It's going to be good for 1. Info also gets given out. Look at the kill feed go yellow.
Everybody say hello, because Raging gets dropped away as well. Michael's not going to let that one slide. Twix tried the exact same thing, but this time he will be getting dropped off. Unfortunate scenario there, but they are trying to hold it in. The numbers are not too favorable right now for Sierra 7, but they managed to still hold it down. Raging trying to play off the left-hand side. He's caught again. Steve exposed. Plays off the right. Again, it has been a very, very difficult game for Sierra 7 to manage thus far. 18-14. Again, the numbers favoring HMT. They drop another one, and again another 1 shot, 1 kill, but no dice. Bad man is too bad. Raging trying to play off the left side again. They have been struggling to deal with hacks. He drops another one, and unfortunately for them, there is too many bodies in the area for HMT to deal with, but they are doing an amazing job of keeping Sierra 7 at bay.
9 versus 13. It's all down to this one. Fad, you guys big, finding a kill there. But now life for the claw. This could be what they need. Raging with the Annihilator, so to counter that or put a skill. Batman going big, life to put the 1 man down. The Menesco is there. But now if you're Syrix 7, you have no more respawns. Raging put out the Annihilator, the final blow, the final 1-shot maniac might be the downfall of Syrix 7. And look at the numbers going berserk. It's down to a 2 versus 11. They have nothing to work with anymore. Saints and Fade, the last 2 players for their side, make that 1. He's the last one to stand in a 1v10. And oh my God, it's GG and good night. Up against the Monarchs TF are your kings for this series.
And I was right. I was right. My prediction
You
was
just
right.
delay. You not talk anything, not delay.
Right. I literally said that. I literally said that Monarch was going to win.
You said S7. Is it like you said S7?
I literally said Monarch was going to win. I mean, you can scroll back on the stream. That's what I said. You know, like, I know ball, guys. I know ball. Just leave Carl. Carl doesn't know anything.